And today we're going to be talking with Representative Sara Gagliardi from House District 27. What's important to voters this time around?
Well, it's a little bit different than it was when I ran in 2006. I started walking door to door right after the legislative session ended. And at that time, folks were really concerned about the economy. They were concerned about jobs. And then suddenly all the foreclosures hit and people started losing their homes and people had to move suddenly. A lot of folks got into a situation where somebody got ill, thus one of the spouses became ill, or one of them lost their job. And so we thought it would be great to put together legislation that got these parties to a win-win situation. What we ended up getting out of there was about $100,000 that we gave to the folks on the foreclosure hotline. And a lot of people in Arvada and around the whole state of Colorado really benefited from our foreclosure hotline. It's just been incredible. That's been one of the best things I think that the housing development folks have done for people, because it's been a great resource.
So this is a place where people can call up, you know, not be concerned, not be scared of what might happen if they call this hotline and get some answers. Well, that's
absolutely. They can go in and sit down and meet with the counselor and talk to them and try to make a plan and figure out where they are and what they can do, what they can't do. And so it's been a huge help to people. We had a town hall meeting that we had huge turnout to, with a lot of folks who came about foreclosure and what they can do. And the foreclosure folks were there, the housing department, a lot of people were there, resources. People from HUD came and offered resources to people too. So it was great.
What are some of the other issues like that people are facing, you know, across the state and specifically in House District 27?
In Arvada, a lot of folks are real concerned about the gas prices. Now, they have come down in the last week or two, but over the last 6 months, it's been really tough for people, and it's really shown in terms of what families are able to do, because when gas prices go up, where you used to pay $25 to $30 to fill your tank, and now you're paying $50 or $70, and you're going to the grocery store and you're paying much higher prices because if gas prices are up, then that means that truckers are having to pay higher prices, which means having them drive all around the state and across the country, then that has to raise the price of groceries as well. And it's been really tough. I was shopping in a Safeway, well, I think it was in July or August, and one of the clerks, I was talking to her and asked her how was business, and she said, well, it's really been slowed down. And she said one of the things that really concerned her recently was the theft in their store.
Shoplifting.
Shoplifting. And I said, why? What's going on? And she said, well, it isn't that kids are daring each other. You know how young kids will dare each other, oh, go steal a pack of gum or go steal something in the store and come and show us you have it. But what's happening is that people are stealing food because they're hungry.
So coming from the healthcare industry, working as a nurse, how are things out there for people trying to get healthcare, access to healthcare? What are some of the stories you're hearing, and did that inspire you to start looking at running for the House?
Absolutely, and I think one thing that's very concerning for folks is absolutely affordability, but it's also accessibility, because in Routt, Moffat, and Jackson County, there are places where folks don't even have access to a physician except for every 8 to 12 weeks. And down in southern Colorado, that's the same case. And in Trinidad, which is a city of about 10,000 people, they don't even have an OBGYN physician. So we also have to think about how do we change that to make it better for people? How do we change accessibility? And how do we look at affordability and certainly continue to look at quality? That's certainly one of the big issues for people too. But over 950,000 people in Colorado don't have health insurance. So we as a state and a legislature and the House and the Senate, and with the help of Governor Ritter, need to continue to work on our healthcare building blocks and look at that in these next 2 years and see how can we make healthcare more affordable.
You're hearing people talk about the healthcare, the education, jobs, economy. Just about every kind of issue that you can think of is coming up, because we're in a tough spot here, and we've got to have leaders like you. Is there a way people can get in touch with you or get involved with your campaign? Or is there anything coming up like in the last week or two that they could, you know, help out with?
Absolutely. They can call me at my home number, which is 303-467-0619. They can go to my website and check out where I stand on the issues, saragagliardi.com.
Spell out that entire website, though. I just want to make sure that they get the name right.
Okay, it's Sara, S-A-R-A, Gagliardi, Gagliardi.com.
Well, Sara, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Wade. It was great.
And I'm your host, Wade Norris, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.